well is just amazing. Thank you, West Ham United. Got a 53 million budget, as you can see. Go. Manager done it. Episode we are going to start the Premier League campaign and various different things. I did before even recording that yes, we're going to turn European competition on, but we're not going to compete in the Europa League. That it makes sense to not have them in. And we could just focus on the Premier League, FA Cup, cup competitions. Who should we put in? Should we just put in? I don't know. It doesn't really matter, does it? Let's just put in Liverpool. Right, there we go. That's sorted. No, we're not going to disable first transfer window, and let's advance. It's just downloading the latest squads. Right, it's done. Total club management. Just let this load. While this is loading, I'm going to go through what I'm going to be doing in this episode. So, in this episode, we are going to create some team sheets. I'm going to make an A team, a B team, an under 21s team. And I'm going to talk about the team objectives. So, the Capital One Cup, the FA Cup, the Premier League. We're going to run through the players I plan on signing and the players I plan on selling and who I'm going to put on the transfer list. We're going to have our first opening game. I'm going to go through the game, and also a little surprise for you, and I will reveal that at the end of the first Premier League game. I can reveal, anyone who follows West Ham would know it was Chelsea. So our first Premier League game is against Chelsea. And then we're going to have a look at some scouting. And we're probably going to play one other game in this episode as well. Right, so West Ham career. Just going to overwrite this one. Yes, I am sure. Right. And we're gonna, well, firstly, we're going to decline invite. We're not going to do pre-season, so you're just going to decline that. They're not that bothered about doing it. Rather just get in to the first Premier League game instead of wasting our time doing pre-season, which, let's be honest, nobody really cares about. Right, first thing I'm going to do is just look at the squad. Adrian in goal, as you can see. Right, so just going to go from the goalkeeper through the rest of the squad. Left back, we've got Masuka. Probably going to be using him a fair amount, at least for the first season. Reed, definitely our starting centre back, no doubt about it. Collins, can't see myself using him too much. Because, if I am right, they got Ogbonna, yeah. Collins is probably going to feature. I might use him in the Capital One Cup. Brian. Now, this is a guy that I'm definitely considering to, not in the long term replace, but in the short term, bring someone in who's higher rated, because really don't want anyone as low as 73 rated in our starting 11 for the first Premier League game. And as you can see throughout the squad, Arbeloa is the best backup, and he's 33, so I don't really want to use him. And the rest of the squad, there isn't anyone. So, Brian, going to be looking to bring in a starting right back. That is one of the main things. Antonio, great player, love Antonio, fantastic, and be using him loads. Mark Noble, is gonna probably be replaced for Nordveit. I'm probably not gonna sign or Biang maybe. Probably not gonna sign a central midfield in summer, but in this transfer window, but possibly look to bring someone in January if we're struggling in the central midfield. Coate is going to be a big player, particularly this season. Payet, massive player. This is our star player. This is our star player who I'm hoping is going to be getting a lot of goals, a lot of assists, free kicks. He's got it all. He hopefully is going to be our little hidden gem. Well, not hidden gem, but our just world class player. Lanzini, what a player this guy is. Great young talent, 23 years old. Gonna be training him up. He's gonna be a massive part of this career, no doubt about that. Are you? Yeah, very good player. Had a very good season last year for Swansea before he's moved to West Ham in the summer. I'm not sure if he's going to be our starting striker or not. He might be for the first Premier League game. So I don't particularly have much faith in Zaza or Andy Carroll. Andy Carroll, who I might be looking to sell. And that is actually what we're going to get on to right now. Who is going on our transfer list? Right. Sell players. Right. So Arbeloa's retiring at the end of the season anyway, so she's not really going to be involved much. We've got, as you can see, we've got a couple of loan players. Some players coming back at the end of the season, like Valencia. Right, so who's going on our transfer list? None of these players. All these players are staying, and Noble is just too much of a club legend to put him on the transfer list. We keep Obiang. Faguli when he comes, but he should be back for the first Premier League game as well. We probably won't start him for the first Premier League game, but it's going to be a big part of this career, no doubt about that. Andy Carroll, he is going to go on the transfer list. We are going to try and look to sell him. Randolph as well. Probably going to look Randolph, not really. And Adrian, he's just going to play every game for this first season anyway. And then summer, I've got an idea of someone I could replace. Sacco, I think he's got potential to be a good player for us. So we're going to keep hold of him for now. And Caleri as well. Same for him, young player. I think that's going to do it for now for the transfer list. That's fine for now. Right, now onto the objectives for this career mode. Right, so youth development. Make a 2.5 million profit from youth player sales within 2 seasons. Alright, so basically we just need to get some youth players in, which we are going to do. And then I think within the next 2 seasons we have to sell one of them off, or several of them off, and make a profit of 2.5 million. Okay? Doesn't seem too bad. We're just going to get a load of youth players in, train them up, sign one crucial first team player assigned to midfield or midfield position. Really? Really? Wow. High priority as well, so we have to do that. That is unbelievable. I don't even want to sign a midfielder. Right, we're just going to have to do that. We've got the season to do that. Oh, it's short time though. I think we just got to do it this window, not risk it really. Or do we just... No, I think we got the whole season, so we're going to bring in a central midfielder possibly in January. Depending on how we start the Premier League season, we could bring in midfielder before the end of this transfer window. I'm going to need you guys to give some suggestions though. I'm not 100% sure right now. I wasn't always expecting to sign a midfielder. And I think if we're going to get anyone, it would be a central midfielder, because I think we're fine for winger positions and Lanzini. So it'll probably be a central midfielder, possibly to replace Obiang. I'm thinking, yeah. Right. So, next on the list is the youth staff. We'll get that sorted. Right. This guy, I'm not too keen on 4-star, 4 stars. We want at least 1 5-star. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that for now. Right, we're just going to leave that for now. We're going to come back to that in a few days' time. Right, so we've done objectives. So now we are going to go in and make a first transfer. And I've got an idea already. Someone I want to bring in. A couple of players, the right back position. I'm just going to go straight in for this one. Seamus Coleman, I think, would be a fantastic signing. Really great addition, and the first signing made on this series. So on this channel. So it would be a fantastic addition, I think. We're just going to start low and make our way up. We're going to try and get him for as cheap as possible. I know we've got a lot of money, but still, financial, we want to be careful. We don't do anything stupid. We don't want to pay a ridiculous amount of money for anyone. So we're going to go for 13.5 million. That is his value. Obviously, they're not going to accept that, but hopefully they'll at least counter offer a deal. So then we'll be able to get Seamus Coleman in as soon as possible, possibly. But there is, if I can, another player. I want to get into the squad quite possibly, if I can remember what team he currently plays for. Oh, hold on. Not Middlesbrough. I think I might spell it right. Here we go. Here he is. Raphael. Olympic Lyon. I freaking knew that. Anyway. Right. So, we should be able to get Raphael for cheaper. We don't know what his value is, so what we're going to do is we're going to scout him, add to my shortlist, and inquire. So we got a bit of better idea. We're going to just leave that for now. We're not going to sign Seamus Coleman until we've got a better idea on how much we can get Raphael for his rating and all that. There is one other position I'm considering making improvements to, but I'm not sure yet. I was thinking about possibly signing a striker, but it wouldn't necessarily, the striker I've got in mind isn't necessarily massively realistic. They were linked with him, but it won't be the most realistic of signings, possibly. And I'm not sure if I just want to get straight in for that. What I think I'm going to do is play the first Premier League game, see how it goes, see what I'm thinking with the team, and then after maybe one or two games, definitely before transfer window deadline day, I can decide if I want to bring in a striker. So, on to training. We'll just quickly set this up. So, Caleri. I'm not sure if I want to train. Yeah, you know what? I will. I'm going to train Caleri up. Right. Fletcher. Definitely someone I want to improve. Again, just improving his finishing. Right. Into midfield, I don't think we need any wingers. Train Lanzini. Definitely training this guy up. No doubt about it. We're going to start. We're just doing passing and rondo. Train that up. Then we're going to train him up loads. Various different areas of his game. We're just going to try and make him a fantastic player. Also going to train up Fernandez. Beating man on him. And then I'm thinking Reece Oxford as well. We might change some of this. Should I change Caleri? We'll get Caleri up to 77, and then we'll swap him with one of the fullbacks, possibly Brian. Alright. Ooh, CCCBD. That is a fantastic start to trading on this career. Right. Let's advance. Finally advance. So they want 13 million. He's going to cost a lot less than Seamus Coleman, that is for sure. He's also going to be lower rated. Seems like could be something we could consider if Seamus Coleman is asking for 25 million. I'm thinking that might be a bit too much. Right, I'm going to go in again for a bit of a cheeky counter offer of 15 million. 15.5 million. Do I? I'm thinking about possibly putting someone on the deal, but nah. 15.5 million. We'll go with that. Hopefully, we get a good result. We get a good feedback from that. So Rafael, they want. I'm gonna wait until we know exactly what his rating is and everything about him, before we go in for a bid. Let's just do training again. Another decent training session. Could have been better, but it is what it is. Just gonna advance a bit further on. Hopefully get to the first Premier League game as soon as possible. They've just gone straight back. 25.5 million. They're just not going to budge, are they? That's a lot of money for a right back. Not the best right back in the world. And he's a good right back. He plays very well for Everton. He's been a great addition for them, but it's just he's not young, so maybe Rafael will be the better option. Right, we've got to transfer off of Andy Carroll. This could be some big business. They're gonna have to at least pay his value. You know what? No, 8 million. You have to pay 8 million for him. Right. Final squad, final scouting report on Rafael. 78 rated. You know what? That's not too bad. He's got some great stats. I'm just gonna go in for a bid. And I think I'm gonna make sure I know everything about Seamus Coleman as well. His value is 13 million, so we'll just go 13 million. Simple as that. Alright. And we'll see. They should accept that, because that's what, when I acquired for him, that's what they said they wanted, so. Right. What we're going to do now is we are going to what are we doing? Where is it? Transfer negotiations. Actually, no, what we want to do is a shortlist. Is my shortlist set somewhere? There it is. Right, Seamus Coleman. Still don't know his rating, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my scout to scout him, so we can find out his rating. I think it's 80, but I might be wrong. Might be wrong. Right, that doesn't matter. They just come straight back. 25.5 million. You know what? Unless he is, at this moment in time, right? We're just gonna go in for 20 million. 20.5 million. But really need higher. Really need them to just do something instead of just coming straight back with 25.5 million. Final report, he's 82 rated. It's actually pretty good. 4 ratings higher as well than Rafael. They have accepted though. 13 million. We're gonna get him so much cheaper. Look how cheap his wages are. 40,000. Seeming like Rafael's gonna be a much better option than Seamus Coleman in terms of price, but Seamus Coleman, like I said, he is 4 ratings higher, and as you can tell, we've got a lot of money, so it's not an easy decision. Hold on. Was that yes, we are selling Andy Carroll for 8 million, above his value. I'm happy with that, more than happy with that. Go back into training. There we go. Decent training session again, making some progress. Advance again. Hopefully we get to the first Premier League game soon. Right, they have accepted 20 million. You know what? they've actually come back and gone in for a, accepted our counter, and for only 7 million more than Raphael, and much higher rated. I think we're just going to go with Seamus Coleman. We're going to make him a crucial first team player. No, I'm not just going to worry about that. 3 years. He's 26. He's only 1 year older than Raphael as well. I think this is going to be a much better signing, all things considered. And we're just going to advance. Like I said, any other suggestions you guys have for they've declined anyway. Happy days. And I can confirm as well that Andy Carroll has been sold, as you can see there. So that's our first player out, and we might be about to get our first player in. Yeah, like I was saying, any suggestions you have for further signings of this career mode, particularly suggestions for central midfielder that I could possibly sign in January, maybe on transfer deadline day on this career, maybe something like that. Also striker. I'm not convinced about West Ham's options up front. They got a lot of them, but I'm not too convinced on the quality. So any suggestions for strikers, central midfielders, and yeah, that's pretty much it for now. But I can confirm our first signing on this career mode is going to be Seamus Coleman from Everton for 20 million, 20.5 million, 100,000 wage. Yes, it's more expensive than Raphael, but I think it's a much better signing. Not completely unrealistic, yeah, okay, it might not happen in real life at any point, but I still think it's a reasonably realistic transfer, and he has joined up with the club. I've signed his contract. All is nice. We're going to go and put him straight into the squad, and then we're just going to advance straight to the first Premier League game. I might actually just skip it. No, we're not going to skip ahead, but I'm just going to advance. Seamus Coleman goes into the lineup. Lovely. It's a strong team that we're starting with at the London Stadium, and it's going to look even nicer when maybe we sign a striker. Who knows? Transfer for Randolph. He is someone I'm looking to sell. 2.5 million. That is his. Yeah, you know what? I'm not too bothered about having him on his career. Adrian, he can get the job done. I'm pretty sure about that. It's not a lot of money, but it's not too bad, really. Oh, first bit of progress in training. Fletcher now 68 rated, and Caleri, right, that is it. No more training Caleri. His job is done. 77 rated. We're going to probably start training Brahim at right back. So, good job, Caleri. We've got a transfer off Sacco, not someone I'm looking to sell, at least not straight away. Stoke. They've just signed Andy Carroll from us, and now they're looking to sign Sacco as well. Jesus. And they've signed Wilfred Bonny already in the transfer window. Crazy. Chelsea keen on signing Laporte. I've never seen that one before. Never seen that one before. Oh, player sold. I'm guessing that's Randolph. Yeah, 2.5 million. Randolph has been sold. We go into another training session. Hopefully. How long are we away from the first Premier League game? It feels like we've been advancing for ages. So it's about 3 weeks away. Getting closer. First game against Chelsea. It's a massive game for West Ham. They're big rivals in their very first game of the season. Really big game. Do training again. Yeah, we already knew that. So I don't know why they told us that again. And Fletcher could be getting close to going up again. Making some really good progress at the start of his career, Fletcher. We've already got his finishing up to 69. Liverpool target Champions League, except their predicted finish is 5th. Player returns from injury. I'm pretty sure that is Feghouli, so he should, and we're about to play our first Premier League game as well, so he's looking like he's going to be back for this first league game. He might well make it to the starting 11. Let's do last training before this first Premier League game. And because we've actually had to do quite a lot in this first episode, I think that's just going to be it for this first episode once we play the first match. And then the little surprise as well, the end of that match I think you guys will like it. And here we go. First Premier League game of this career mode. It's finally here. Feghouli, he's fine to play. He's come to me and he said, you know what, boss, just play me. Give me an opportunity. Cresswell, no, not selling him. Strong left back, probably might even start the first Premier League game. And yet Feghouli, he wants to play. He wants to be involved in Stamford Bridge. Antonio though, I might have him on the bench and bring him on. Yeah, he has got still a little injury marked by his name as well. We're going to bring Saka with us as well. Do I bring Zaza? Yeah, we'll bring Zaza. But I think Ayew is going to start up front for this first league game. See how he does there. And yes, I think that is going to be our starting 11 for this first league game. We've got Coleman playing his debut. Obviously Ayew playing his debut in the signing from Swansea. Right. And Payet starting on the left. Lanzini's already moved up to 80 rated. And actually no, I'm going to play Masuaku over Cresswell for this, the first league game, I think. And let's go. Here we go. Adrian in goal as well. Big game. Practice some free kicks with Payet. This is going to be massive in this career. Free kicks with Payet. Definitely going to be a big part of this career mode. Hopefully anyway. He's just got unbelievable free kick qualities. And here we go. We're just going to advance into the game. First Premier League game of this career. One thing I need to do quickly is just turn the commentary off. No, it's already off. Happy days. Right. This is on Legendary, by the way, I guess, in case you didn't see at the start. So, I'm used to playing Legendary though, so it shouldn't be too bad. But this is obviously going to be a tough challenge. We're looking for, well, the board said Europa League spot. I personally want to get top 4 this year, so next year I can give you guys Champions League football. That would be amazing. So this year, John Terry leading his team out. How much is he going to play for Chelsea in this career mode? I'm not too sure. He's going to play too much. Obviously not playing in real life. Can't get into the Chelsea team to save his life. And we are about to kick off our first Premier League game. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. First Premier League game of this career. Diego Costa passes it to Willian, and we're off. Right. I'm expecting Chelsea to have lots of possession. Obviously, they're looking to improve on their 10th place finish last season. And obviously in the league, they're doing just, in real life, they're doing just that. An unbelievable winning streak, Chelsea. West Ham, on the other hand, are having an absolutely abysmal season. They've got a couple of wins in their last couple of games, but they've had a really poor start to the season compared to last year. Struggling at London Stadium in real life. Are we going to struggle in London Stadium in this career? Hopefully not. Right, let's concentrate on this game now. Seamus Coleman gets his first touch as well for West Ham. Big moment for Seamus Coleman playing at Stamford Bridge today. And his move is £20 million move from Everton. I'm just going to try and play it pretty simple. Nothing too crazy. Obiang, oh, it's a poor pass. That is a poor pass from Obiang. Someone who needs to impress me as well in these first few games. Otherwise, we could be looking to replace him straight away. Lanzini. Lovely ball. Andrew Ayew. Oh, he should have scored. Big opportunity, Andrew Ayew. Another player looking to impress me in this first game of the season. Really, really should have scored. Antonio. Lovely turn. Ayew. Freeze through Lanzini. He's not going to get there. We've got to take these chances. 15 minutes into the game and we already should have had a goal. Andrew Ayew on the ball again. He's everywhere. Ayew cuts in. Take the penno. What? Laporte having his first game, his debut for Chelsea as well. But I thought he just conceded a penalty, to be honest. But the ref hasn't given it. So far we're playing well. We just can't take our chances. And hopefully that's not going to be a problem this career. If it is, then obviously we're going to have to look to replace Ayew. But we've got loads of strikers as well. Payet. Let's get some shots in with and wide. But it was a decent effort. Have got an idea for Payet if he's not performing, but won't worry about that right now. Obiang. Ooh. Andrew Ayew. Payet. Oh, I should have scored. I've had like 4 chances in this first 25 minutes, and I definitely should have taken one. Go on. Oh. Obiang. Lanzini. What a turn. Shoot. Oh, David Luiz. Literally, this first 30 minutes of this game, and we've been all over Chelsea. All over them. Just got to take a chance. Right now, I'm thinking more and more that we need to just get a striker. Masuka. Oh. Masuka, brilliant tackle. Oh, what a lovely through ball. Ayew's been ripped out, but the rest given nothing. This game is just not wanting us to win, really, is it? I mean, fair enough, we have completely stopped Chelsea from having any chances, having any possession. But that doesn't mean anything if you can't take your chances. Oh. It's been a frustrating first half. Brilliant tackle now. Got to say, Kouyate's been brilliant in this first half. He's just made so many tackles. Masuka, fantastic. Obiang, nice. We played well. We played really well. Couldn't be happier with the performance, really. But just haven't taken the chances we've had. Masuka, what is he doing so far forward? Oh, for Christ's sake. What is he doing? Lanzini. Bana. Andrew Ayew. Oh, how has he missed? Is that the end of the first half? It is. Unbelievable. 0-0. Look at that. Look at that. 8 shots, 5 on target. They've had 1 shot and it wasn't even on target. It's just ridiculous. In the second half, change of tactics. Less of this and more of just getting out to the wingers. Less central, basically. Nice. Oh, ref! Oh, this is Payet. Is it a penalty? Is he just giving a penalty? I think he might have just given a penalty. Was this in the box? It was. I think. Just inside the box. I think we've got a penalty. We have. Oh. Big moment here. Could this be the first goal of this career mode? Could it be Dimitri Payet? Our #1 star player, Dimitri Payet. He scores! Get in there! More than deserved that goal. Dimitri Payet. We've got Payet. Dimitri Payet. I just don't think you understand. He's super slabs, man. He's better than Zidane. We've got Dimitri Payet. Come on. Big goal that. First in the Premier League. Willian. Cresswell. What is... I swear that was Cresswell. Couldn't have been. Cresswell's not playing. As far as I'm concerned. Is Cresswell playing? No. That must have been Coleman. Right, Ayo's going to come off. We're going to bring on Sacco. And we're going to bring on Feghouli. Antonio, I swear he hasn't even been in this game. At all. Poor performance, Antonio. I was expecting much more from him. Ogbonna. Just haven't been threatened at all defensively. Now, here's Antonio. He is on the pitch. He is playing. Antonio. Lovely skill from Antonio. Seamus Coleman. Lanzini. What a turn from Ayew. Oh, Ayew's... No, that's it. I think we're signing a striker. It's been a pathetic performance from Ayew in terms of taking his chances. We've just given to him so many opportunities and he's just not taken any of them. Antonio to kill this game off. He has the first contribution he's made to this match, and Antonio puts in the back of the net. 2-0 West Ham. Lovely finish. Chelsea just haven't performed today at all. I thought they'd be much stronger, and what a finish from Antonio. There we go. He gets the second goal of this career. Antonio. Good. Really embarrassed Chelsea. Oh, their first real shot, their first real chance of the whole game. Thankfully, Adrian's got the rebound nice and not too bad at all. Fegouli's made the run. Oh, but Sacco, the substitute, he has got a runner, and he wants it back. Oh, Seamus Coleman, unlucky. Forward in the second half. It's been woeful. Pretty pathetic, to be honest. Lanzini. Sacco. Feghouli. Obiang. Oh, he's got to score. He has got to score. It should be 3-0. No doubt about it. Oh, I messed that up. Oh, Sacco. That would have been a gift of a goal for Sacco. Adrian. Freeze out. Obiang now. Feghouli. Oh, what have I done? I cut back in. Lanzini. He's offside. He's off. He's missed. Was he on? Was he onside? He was on. Wow. He was onside and he's just missed it. There'll be time. Will there be time for a Payet goal? Hopefully there will be. He's so slow at this stage of the game. Oh, no. 2-0. We really should have scored more today. Chelsea have been terrible. And there we go. Full time. 2-0 win. What a start to this career mode.